Hello, 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 and welcome to another Gym Leader Challenge video from me, the Machamp King. In today's video, I'm going to be showing off how I really like to play Darkness. So here's the Darkness one, and let's just start with the deck list, and I'll teach you some of the strategies or what my thinking is behind this. So I have a Alolan Muck. So with Alolan Muck, I have two. For 2 energy, your opponent's active Pokemon is burned, confused, and poisoned. That's fantastic. So if they can't switch into one of their other Pokemon, like they're pretty stuck and pretty bad. And then just for another energy, that's 110. So that's pretty good right there. I do have, it comes from Alolan Grimer, so you can draw 2 cards for no energy if you start with that Pokemon in the active. Now I play Dino, Zweilous, and Hydreigon. So Hydreigon has the ability, as often as you like during your turn, you may attach a Darkness energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon. Plus, it hits for 3, 130. That's pretty good with having 160 HP. So it's a really good attacker as well for the Gym Leader Challenge format. I also have Galarian Moltres. So when I put this onto the bench, I can put 2 Darkness energies from your hand to this Pokemon. So it can hit for 50 times the number of prize cards my opponent has taken plus 20. So end game, it can hit for 270. It knocks out literally anything. We also have Guzzlord. So it's red banquet attack. So if you do a knockout, if you take a knockout, you take another prize. So 4 for 120. That's quite a bit of investment. but that's our opponent's waiting for us, so that's something. We also have Galarian Weezing with its neutralizing gas, so your opponent gets no abilities. We have the Liepard, so discard 1, draw 2. We have Quillfish, so if this is knocked out, put 6 damage counters on the opponent's Pokemon, and then Poison Jab, so your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. We have Weevil, so for 1 energy, 50 times the number of abilities your opponent has, and Spiritomb, putting damage counters, and then 30 times the number of damage counters plus 10. And then Yveltal as well, so 50 and 110. It's 2 Retreater, it's nothing too special, but I will go over this just real quick. Beast Ring, Dark Patch, Escape Rope, Evo Incense, Evo Soda, Field Blower, Level Ball, Nest Ball, Pokegear 3.0, Quick Ball, Switch, Timer Ball, Town Map, Ultra, Ultra of the Moon, Dark City, Ball Guy, Boss's Orders, Bridget, Bruno, Colress, Cynthia, Guzma and Hala, Research, Teammates, Dark Claw and Fighting Fury Belt, Floatstone, a double colorless, a Hiding Dark, and then 13 basic energies. So yeah, let's get our opponent back and start a game with him. Okay, our opponent is ready. We are playing Darkness, and it seems like our opponent might be playing Fire, so that is what we are potentially going to be dealing with today. Fire does tend to hit hard, but let's start off and go first. I would love to start off with, this is not what I wanted, Galarian Moltres in the active. Its retreat cost is 2, but I do have Bridget and Beast Ring. No, okay, they play Electric. Honestly, I'm gonna just pass because I would love to Bridget instead. And then maybe I can Guzma and Hala the next turn. But yeah, it's unfortunate, just an attach and pass, so. Anyways, Dark against Electric, alright. So we essentially have everything we need in our hand to do a double prize KO with Guzzlord. We have Bridge. Oh, nice. I was gonna get Coughing, Guzzlord, and What do we think, guys? Sneasel or let's do Quillfish. Let's get Quillfish out there. All right, so let's attach to Coughing, and we'll end our turn. So next turn we can Guzma and Hala. I will ditch the... I will ditch the Bruno, and I would hate to ditch teammates. So maybe the double colorless is just so good with Guzzlord. It might be Bruno and whatever I top deck, honestly. No! You reset stamped me. Oh, I had the perfect hand. Jeez. Okay. Well, let's Nest Ball for Dino. Let's put down Sneasel as well. Let's attach one to Quillfish. I'm just probably gonna let them take the KO on the Galarian Moltres unless I can find a Floatstone or a Switch. I'm totally fine with that. Oh, I should have... Oh, what a misplay. I should have used my Evo Incense for Galarian Wheezing. But... because I really don't want them to, like, boss it up and do 60 damage to it. Okay, Slash, that's fine, that's fine. So one more Slash and... ooh... I got the Guzma, Alright, Galarian Wheezing. And I'll Guzma up the Mareep. Severe Poison. So if they don't have a retreat or anything, and they can't use Electrode's ability, it gets KO'd. Ooh, top entry. What ability is this? So apparently since it came from their deck, it is allowed to have an ability. Okay. Oh, and they Guzma again? Oh, they did want to take the knockout. Oh, so they did want to Slash. Okay. So if I Poison Jab them, it's doing no damage, but they're poisoned. So it'll be 10 damage coming back into my turn. That's really not much. I should just do the 40 with no abilities. Oh. Okay, should I do... Severe Poison. Alright. So 4 damage counters a turn. They are going to take the KO with Wild Shock. But I need to bump this Rough Seas, like, stat. Because, like, this is terrible. Regieleki, yeesh. Okay. So Wild Shock, yeah. But it does 60 damage to themselves, plus 40. So I can KO them with the Quillfish. Or, I mean, I could have just waited out the poison. So building Spite. Honestly, I'm really hoping for, like, a draw support. Or something. Ultra Ball? Because if they take the knockout, I can only use Beast Ring when they have 3 or 4 prizes. So, like, I need to get it, like, ASAP. I could retreat into a Lowland Grimer and, like, potentially sacrifice that, but, holy cow, they got the Ampharos. 160. Discard it? Ah, they got the boss on the Spiritomb. Okay. Holy cow, guys, this is not looking good for us. Oh. Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna need the double colorless, like 100%. If I can find a double colorless energy, that will get me back in the game, because they're gonna go down to 2 prizes this turn, and then I can take 2 prizes myself with Red Banquet. I just need a draw support or something. But they've used Guzma and they've used Boss, so the only thing that they could have left is a Versus Seeker. This is just this top deck stuff is killing me. That reset stamp was just the worst. It really is. That reset stamp killed me. Emergency Jelly, okay. Okay, so 90, 60, okay. I have to go for it. Otherwise, they're going to heal with Rough Seas. I gotta go for it. Come on, draw something. No! 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 No, no! Well, okay. So they heal. So they go down to 60 HP. Okay, I mean, that's still KO'able range. That it really is, but, oh no, okay. And they... Oh, come on. And they... well, I mean, I have to attach, but what are we at? 50. So we have 140 left. So they can only do... See, now they're getting more and more out of range. But there's no heal in my deck. Like, sure, the Regieleki can do some damage, but it's not going to be enough. They should have tried to paralyze me again. Alright. Zweilous. And Red Banquet. So they have no energy on their Pokemon. Can I survive? Because I have no energies. I have nothing to go off of. One for 50 is going to totally do it. And they Clara back a bunch of Pokemon. No. 50's going to do it. Man, this... the Ryans. This victory came solely off of that reset stamp. Just killed me. Okay, Guzma and Hala 100% needs to go away. That rough seas, man. All right, can we flip heads on our Sneasel? Yay! Not like that's going to do much. We have to take 3 prizes. Ah. Boo. They did get the Versus Seeker. Alright, well played. Jeez. Man, I did not expect that. Alright, doing another game with the Ryans. I'll start with the Sneasel because I could potentially protect myself. And I have the Dino and Zweilous in hand, which is fantastic. My opponent does go first, so I can bridge it. And then I can Bruno once they take the knockout. But bridge it. Let's get that. Okay, so Hydreigon is in play. Weevil and Galarian Weezing are in play. However, we have B-String, but our Guzzlord is prized, so that's fine. As soon as we can take a knockout, we'll do that, but that's fine. Nyan Roll. Can we protect ourselves? Yes, we do. Bruno is tough because I'm like, okay, well, do I want to use it now for 4 cards, or do I save it for the knockout? Because otherwise we're in top deck mode. But I feel like 7 is just so much better than 4 that I kind of just have to wait it out. Wow. 2 heads off of the timer ball. So we have Flaffy and Manectric. That is 3 Pokemon. If I can get oh, they wasted the Evo Soda. They had both Evo. Oh, they can't do it on their Flaffy. Oh, get this Rough Seas out of here, man. Okay, so double charge. 2 basic energies from your hand, though. Oh, and they do have them both. Shoot. Okay, town map. Okay, so Evo Soda's in there. Zweilous. Quillfish. It's a free retreat too. Alright, Nyan Roll. Do I flip another heads? Yes, I protect myself again. Sneasel putting in work. Okay, so now they have 3 Pokemon with abilities. That's enough to take the KO. Spark. Oh, they don't have any in the discard, but they can put 2 more. Oh, they don't have any in their hand. Okay. Shoot. Okay. Oh, okay, I am going to Bruno because I really want the Weavile. Okay, 50 damage times the number of Pokemon that has an ability. That's 150. That's what I was waiting for. I will take the Evo Soda because I want to guarantee no abilities. Hopefully they don't top deck an energy because that would stink because they can go into their Zekrom. Getsis. You're just going to put my Evo Soda back into my deck? Great. Do they get an energy? I can take a knock. Oh, they do. Do they? No? They do. Shoot. Okay. Darn it. Okay. So my Spiritomb can take this knockout with Building Spite. Do I have to put another energy on it? So 30 times 30 plus 1000. No, I do not. So I will Anguish Cry for the knockout. And this time, I will... should I take Guzzlord or the Galarian Moltres? Because I have 2 energies in hand. I will take the Guzzlord because I can start building it up. And if I get Beast Ring sometime in the next few turns, or like a draw support, then I can totally get that. Okay, so they Colress for 5. I have everything but the Hydreigon. Like, I'm pretty well set up. I don't have... I mean, I do have a next attacker in Quillfish, but it only has 90 HP. Are they going to go get their Ampharos? I really want to bump the stadium. Next turn, though, done to this Pokemon. So I can't boss it up. That's fine. I can't boss it up. No, it's going to take the knockout. Shoot, I was going to boss up their... I was going to boss up their Flaffy. Okay. So I could... I mean, with Rough Seas isn't doing anything. Or it's not going to let my Quillfish do anything. I could boss up the Flaffy and start and just do Ascension. I think that's my play. Okay. Guzzlord, boss up the Flaffy, and Ascension. Okay. So no abilities. It's a 2 retreat cost. They can't put like Floatstone or anything on it because they already put Emergency Jelly on it. That's why I decided to do the boss. But they are going to Colress again for 5. I really need my Guzzlord to get me double prizes. Oh, they have the Ampharos. No! Oh, no, no, no. Ugh! I really wanted to poison them. Shoot. That's terrible. That's terrible. If they have a second energy, which I bet they do, they probably... Oh, okay, they didn't. Tails. Oh, you've got to be freaking kidding me, dude. Okay, well... My Guzzlord can't even KO it with 1 hit. Okay, so let's Field Blower their Emergency Jelly. And... let's Quick Ball away the Ultra Ball for Grimer. Alright, so they were able to paralyze us twice, which is very, very annoying, and now now they just... Ugh. Okay. Here's the thing, though. I can take 2 prizes this turn. with Guzzlord. I can definitely do that. So let's teammates for Beast Ring and Evo Soda. And I will red Banquet. Let's get Galarian Moltres and Level Ball. Okay. If I can... I don't have any energy, so their Searchlight Tail doesn't do anything. They need to still take 3 prizes with me. Oh no! Please don't draw energy. Crap! I did not want to draw energy. Crap! Oh, shoot. Okay. I mean, I can win. I just need Galarian Moltres to get an I don't want him messing with my hand again. But I could potentially win with Galarian Moltres. Shoot. All because of this one energy. Curse you! Okay, so Galarian Grimer. Well, Level Ball doesn't do anything. My Guzma and Hala can get my darkness energy. And honestly, I'm just going to collect. Okay, so I have my Pokegear 3.0. That's fantastic. We are 2 prizes apiece. They can Gladian one of their last 2 prizes. That is the... Okay, so they get Luxio. What I need to do is get an energy. They're going to reset stamp me to 2. Ugh, I hate this. Okay, hey, I got an energy. But I don't have my Float Stone. Okay. So Dark Squall. Fiery Wrath for the knockout. 230 damage. Alright, guys. I'm taking the Leopard. I do not want any energy in my hand. We got this. We just can't... we literally can't get paralyzed. Like, if we get paralyzed, we lose. If we don't get paralyzed, we win. So... Thundershock, what is it? No paralysis, we win. Whew. I am Fiery Wrath for the knockout. Jeez, good game, man. That was tough. That was tough. Alright, folks, so hopefully you liked those 2 matches. One, our opponent just completely got the upper hand and was gusting all over the place. The other one was more of a full complete game, and I squeezed out the win there with my Galarian Moltres and taking 2 prizes with the Guzzlord. So that is that's the power of this deck, and I really like the darkness in general, especially with Galarian Weezing. Our opponent didn't really play to its strengths. They didn't really play a whole lot of abilities that were quite necessary to them winning. So unfortunately, our Galarian Weezing didn't do much, but for most matchups, it will run the board sometimes. It's crazy. So the reason why I'm ending this video and ending this stream quite early is just for some more hype. Honestly, like I want to hype up my Sunday night stream the night before PTCGO ends. I want to hype it up. Like we just check this out. This is all the giveaways. First we're going to be starting with playing some of my favorite decks of all time. I used to play Raticate, Insta-KO Raticate. Let's check out some of the other deck lists that we might be featuring. Dracozolt VMAX in Expanded. I loved playing that deck. I have over 500 plays with it. I've won about 60 or so % of the time. Colossal EX in Expanded. Won about, 50% of the time, but still fantastic. Chandelure. It's such a meme deck, but I love playing it. Potentially Gengar Insta-Kill. Cleaver Insta-Kill. I haven't played this deck in forever, but I love it so much. Licky Licky, where you can discard a card from their hand, their deck, and an energy from their Pokemon. It's insane. Raticate Insta-Kill. I've played this thousands of times. I have made edits to it, and I've had to recreate the deck since I did lose it sometimes, so that doesn't quite reflect. But just crazy decks. I will be playing those decks. And then let's go into Act 2 of the extravaganza. We are going to be opening tons and tons and tons of packs. So if you see here, we'll save 125 for migration. Right here we have about 70 or so. We'll open the Pokemon Go's. It's just a smaller set. And then go into, we'll probably have to break it off at Evolving Skies. That's what we'll be saving. But check this out. We have Battle Styles, Shining Fates, Vivid Voltage, Sword and Shields, Dragon Majesties, a bunch of other packs, Sun and Moons, all the packs over the years, and then even into the late Black and White and XY eras. We have hundreds of packs to open. And then the creme de la creme, the end of Act 2, going into Act 3, we are going to open Call of Legends Triumphant, Undaunted, and Unleashed, trying to see what cards that we can finally get that we are missing from these sets, especially things like these cosmic rares, anything cool that we're missing, like this Ho-Oh. Let's see if we can pull the purple Kyogre. We're going to see if we can pull these Lucarios, the top of Lugia Legend, where anything that we're missing, we're going to try and pull. So that's what we are going to be trying for ourselves with those packs. Let's get back to the screen here, and then Act 3. As I am finishing up opening the packs, I'm going to open it up to the floor. Anyone watching the stream or wanting some free cards, anything more than 4 that I have pulled, I am giving away to anyone who wants it. First come, first serve. And if there's multiple people on the stream wanting things, I am going to be maxing out the giveaway to 1 gold per person, or, whatever it might be, or whatever it might come to, maybe 2 per person, depending on what we have. And the giveaway right now includes bare minimum a gold a gold quick ball, a golden Arceus V-Star, and then a gold energy switch. That's the 3 gold cards that I have extras of, one each, and then whatever gold card we pull throughout these packs, there might be a lot more that we're able to give away. And then honestly, if you just want to hit me up for some rares, any commons or uncommons you want, any trainers, to move over to migration as well. I am not only giving away, rares and Vs and gold cards and whatnot, but if you want something and it's in my trade binder that's up to date, go ahead and request it. I'll totally give it to you. No problem. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys will catch me on my live stream Sunday, 8 p.m. sharp, Arizona time. So I know that is on the East Coast. I think that's about 11 p.m. I know it's late, but it's last minute PTCGO farewell extravaganza. So thank you. Tune in, mark your calendars for the hype. Thank you so much, and please like and subscribe. I would absolutely love to have this be a great big old thing, get the community involved, and honestly just have some fun giving away stuff, just interacting with y'all. So mark your calendars, Sunday the 4th. Tune in, please. And until next time, this is the Machamp King. Y'all have a nice day.